Dame Patricia Routledge. She was an English actress and singer, widely recognized for portraying Hyacinth Bucket in the BBC sitcom Keeping Up Appearances, 1990. The role earned her a BAFTA TV Award nomination for Best Light Entertainment Performance in 1992. Routledge began her professional stage career at the Liverpool Playhouse in 1952 and later made her Broadway debut in How's the World Treating You, 1966. She won the Tony Award for Best Actress in a Musical in 1968 for Darling of the Day, and 2 decades later received the Olivier Award for Best Actress in a Musical for Candide, 1988. On screen, she appeared in films such as To Sir with Love, 1967, and Don't Raise the Bridge, Lower the River. She later took on the lead role of Hetty Wainthropp in the television series Hetty Wainthropp Investigates, 1990. In recognition of her contributions to entertainment and charitable work, she was appointed Dame Commander of the Order of the British Empire, DBE, by Queen Elizabeth II in 2017. On January 17, 2025, Routledge was granted the freedom of the Borough of Wirral. She was born 1929 and died October 3, 2025. She was 96 years, died peacefully in her sleep. Javier Manrique. He was a Peruvian actor and talent agent who spent much of his professional life in Spain. He gained recognition for his work across film, television, and theater, and was particularly noted for his frequent collaborations with filmmaker Alex de la Iglesia. Manrique started out with minor roles on Spanish television, including appearances in the series Pharmacy on Duty during the early 1990s. Over time, he established himself as a reliable character actor, taking on roles in both comedic and dramatic productions. Alongside his acting work, Manrique also built a career as a talent agent. He founded Manrique Management, through which he represented a range of performers in Spain. Died October 3, 2025, he was 56 years. Leggio. He was an American actor whose film credits included Sounder, Sister, The Badge, and American Violet. On television, he appeared in episodes of In the Heat of the Night and portrayed Dr. Bonham in American Horror Story, Freak Show. He was also featured in television films such as The Ernest Green Story, Ruffian, and Mothman. Earlier in his career, he appeared in uncredited roles in the films Hush, Hush, Sweet Charlotte, and Alvarez Kelly. He was born 1935 and died October 1, 2025. He was 90 years, due to a long illness. Remo Girone. He was an Italian film, television, and stage actor. He was best known for his role as Tonno Caridi in the long-running television drama, The Octopus. Over a career spanning 5 decades, Girone appeared in numerous Italian and international productions, including Corleone, 1978, The Seagull, Live by Night, and Ford v Ferrari, 2019, in which he portrayed Enzo Ferrari. Girone made his screen debut in the early 1970s, with appearances in films such as Rome Wants Caesar Back, 1972, and The Antichrist, 1974. Beyond his work in Italian cinema, Girone also took roles in international productions. In 2016, he portrayed Italian-American mob boss Masso Pescatore in Ben Affleck's Live by Night. Died October 3, 2025, at the age of 76. Arthur Jones. He was an American professional football player who played 8 seasons in the National Football League as a defensive end. Jones played college football at Syracuse before being selected by the Baltimore Ravens in the 5th round of the 2010 NFL Draft. He was part of the Ravens team that won Super Bowl 47. Over the course of his career, he also played for the Indianapolis Colts and Washington Redskins. He was the older brother of former UFC heavyweight champion John Jones and NFL defensive end Chandler Jones, both of whom also won world championships in their respective sports. In November 2006, during a game at Raymond James Stadium against the South Florida Bulls, Jones recovered the first fumble of his college career and recorded a career-high 5 tackles. He appeared in every game that season, finishing with 15 tackles and 1 fumble recovery. He was born 1986 and died October 3, 2025, at the age of 39. Balin Miller. He was an American mountaineer recognized for his solo ascents in regions such as Patagonia, Canada, and Alaska. Among his notable achievements was becoming the first person to complete a solo ascent of the Slovak direct route on Denali in Alaska. He died in an accident while climbing El Capitan in Yosemite National Park, California. In January 2025, he made the second ascent of the demanding Grade 7 ice climb Reality Bath in the Canadian Rockies, completing it solo. On October 1, 2025, Miller died in a climbing accident on Sea of Dreams, a demanding 8-climbing route on El Capitan in Yosemite National Park. The incident, which was captured on a TikTok livestream, occurred when he rappelled off the end of his rope. Such accidents are commonly attributed to the failure to tie a stopper not at the rope's end. Ivan Klíma. He was a Czech novelist and playwright. Over the course of his career, he received several major literary honors, including the Magnesia Litera Award and the Franz Kafka Prize. Klíma wrote graphically about his internment in the Terezin concentration camp in articles for the British literary magazine Granta, particularly in A Childhood in Terezin. Reflecting on the experience, he observed that anyone who has been through a concentration camp as a child, who has been completely dependent on an external power which can at any moment come in and beat or kill him and everyone around him, probably moves through life at least a bit differently from people who have been spared such an education. That life can be snapped like a piece of string. That was my daily lesson as a child. Died October 4, 2025, he was 94 years. Paul van Bruystegem. He was a Belgian musician, songwriter, and producer. He was best known as the longtime bassist of the rock band Triggerfinger, which he joined in 2003. During his 2 decades with the group, he contributed to their distinctive hard rock and blues-influenced sound on several studio albums and international tours. Following his tenure with Triggerfinger, he pursued a solo career under the name Mr. Paul and the Lowriders, exploring a broader range of musical styles. He began his musical career in the 1980s, working as a session bassist and collaborating with a variety of Belgian and international acts, including the Wolfbanes, Beverly Joe Scott, and the Popgun. Died October 4, 2025, he was 66 years. Died after a period of illness. James Mitchum. He was an American actor. Mitchum made his first screen appearance at the age of 8, in an uncredited role in the Western film Colorado Territory, 1949, which starred Joel McCrea, Virginia Mayo, and Dorothy Malone. His credited film debut came in Thunder Road, 1958, in which he portrayed his father's much younger brother. The role had originally been written for Elvis Presley, who was interested in performing it until financial demands from his manager prevented the casting. The film went on to become a drive-in cult favorite, especially during its revivals in the 1970s. Over the course of his career, Mitchum appeared in more than 30 films. His credits included The Beat Generation, 1959, The Victors, 1963, and the surf drama Ride the Wild Surf, 1964, in which he played a surfer nicknamed Eskimo. Died September 2025, he was 84 years. Died due to a long illness.